In this short episode, I want to talk to you about clearing your throat. Short episode, I hope gives you a little motivation in trusting yourself that when you move in the direction of your blah, 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 that's pretty wordy, isn't it? You can always trust your truth and you can move in that direction, even if you think you might not have a whole lot to offer. Let's discuss. So myself, this podcast, I had made a few episodes and I did a podcast before, but that was with other people. And it's easier, or it seemed, I had the idea that it was easier for ideas to flow when there's other people to bounce around with and have discussions with. And that's probably true. I mean, more than one mind is often better. But I will say that even weird, defeating thoughts were kind of getting the best of me some days, as I got stuck in the overthinking process of restarting this podcast. I started thinking to myself that, do I really have a whole lot to say? And it's funny now as I get into motion, I just can't seem to shut the hell up. I have lots to say. I have lots of good ideas. The same thing sort of happened when I did stand-up comedy. You start thinking, I got to come up with some jokes, right? You write 2 or 3 or whatever. But interestingly, the more you stay in it, it's almost like your brain starts to wire itself in that direction. Like your physiology and biology and neurology starts to say, well, I guess this person is pressing in this direction, hopefully the direction of your truth. So we better wire ourselves that way. It's kind of like how if someone cracks a joke at your expense and you have nothing to say, but 2 hours later you think, oh, that's what I should have said. That would have been the perfect response. And you keep working on that, and pretty soon a good response or comeback comes into your mind 2 hours later. Then it's shorter. It's like minutes later, and pretty soon it's instant, right? So as you move in the direction of your passions and you sort of craft and bump along and have a lot of failures along the way, by the way, we'll talk about that, the power of failing forward. That needs to be an episode of its own. But as you bump along, your entire physiology, your soul, your neurology, everything sort of seems to start to wire in that direction. And the stuff just flows through you. Concepts and things and all kinds of good stuff that you're going to be able to offer through your unique passion. So pursue your passion, have the guts to get into motion, have the courage to maybe not be excellent at it right away. And you never know, you might be better than you think. You probably are. I've been shocked at some of the feedback I've gotten on these short podcast episodes that I've started to bang out. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I think a good strategy, this is the strategy I'm going to use, is you let the thing sort of show you what it wants to be. I did a short film with the director a lot of years ago, and he had a really insightful way of what he described. You know, you plan it, you come very prepared, but then you hold on to the thing loosely. And he said, you let the film sort of show you what it wants to be. And I think that can be true of the projects that we put our energy and effort into it. Just be authentic, pursue your truth, don't hold it too tightly, enjoy it, and just watch what can come. I hope that's encouraging. Have an amazing day, everyone.